Hello, everybody. I'm just posting on the Instagram because I've been very distracted by trying to help a child with the Wii U.
The remote just keeps turning off.
That's why I suggested you just use the tablet because I can't figure out why the Wii U keeps turning off. Yeah. Okay. You knew what I meant. Hi, everyone. How did your weekend go? My mother gave the children the Wii U. My child is trying to play Twilight Princess. It is not going well.
Sounds delightful.
Well, like for some reason, the Wiimote keeps turning off when he starts to load the game up. Don't worry, I'll restart your timer, baby. So it's being a pain, as many old systems used to.
Yeah. We had a PS2, and then we had a Wii. And those were all the gaming systems I've ever had.
Rocco, the game might not be compatible with the Joy-Con. Or with the Wiimote. Yeah, I just thought about that. Some of the Wii U games, you can't use the Wiimote to play. And I think Twilight Princess is one of them because it was a GameCube game. So I think you have to use the tablet to play it. Well, because I forgot. I just remembered. Hand it here. Oh, it's fine. It's not coming. Oh, wait. No, it's not. Damn it. Yeah, let me see. Oh, that might be why.
Roy is just a whiny boy today.
I'm sorry, Roy's a whiny boy, Laura. Right here, it's a little cracked from when you children dropped it at one point. Oh. So how was everybody's weekend? How's everybody doing now? As we know, or in case you didn't know, I worked a convention. I actually just flew home today. And my flight, I was supposed to get home by like 1 because I was supposed to get home at 12:45. I got a text this morning that said my first flight was rescheduled to 1:30. So
yay.
Yeah. So I like just got home less than an hour and a half ago. It's fine. Just keep going.
I read 2 books over the weekend and started a third. I read the YA slasher Clown in a Cornfield. It was fun. And then I read the adult horror novel called Tender as the Flesh, which was a pretty heavy book for being so short. So, depressing. But, yeah. So, I'm in the Discord for this readathon that I'm reading these for.
Oh.
And one of the people in the Discord was like, So how'd you like Tender as a Flesh? I think of it as a gory romance. It's like,
Is that how it should be described, Laura? In your oh no. Well then,
no.
you're
I
like,
wrote
there's not
a
even a
discourse of a reply.
You're like, we got some things to say.
You got some
shit
mental
to
issues
discuss."
over there. Like, how?
Not pulling any punches.
Oh my goodness. Not only was there no consent,
Oh,
but they were tied up in the house, not able to use the actual bathroom. Like, no amount of singing and cuddling makes up for this.
you can turn the AC off now, baby. It's like this ain't it, Holmes. It's just
No.
it.
Like, the ending, I'm going to spoil the ending for you all for the next
that's
10
fair. It
seconds.
doesn't sound like I want to read it. In case you wanted to read it, stop listening for 10 seconds.
I'll keep my hands up for spoilers.
Yeah, okay. So when Laura puts her hands down, spoilers are done.
Okay. So the girl that the main character gets with is seen as meat. So, because they can't eat animal meat, so they eat human meat. And so she doesn't have vocal cords. She's been raised in a facility. And so he is gifted her and he takes her and she gets pregnant. And she had no say in it. And she's tied up in his house. Like, oh my gosh, it's so bad. And then eventually his wife finds out, like, oh, this went down as she's helping to deliver the baby. And then the guy, the husband, is like, I got a kid. Let's kill off the meat lady now. So she gets knocked out and butchered, and the wife is like, I have a son now. And so it's like,
how is that a romance? Is it a romance?
Anywhere in this book.
Is it a romance about how he and his wife got a baby?
Without her knowing that he was gonna do it?
You're like, probably not. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Bad.
Baby, I'm streaming. I can only help you during sprints. Just do what I did. Run around, press all the buttons. Well, I'm sorry you had to go through that, and then people.
Like, it was hard enough to read it, but do not romanticize it.
Yes. Here's your first hi of the night. Hi. Hello. I got 5 new books. One of these was mostly read over the weekend. The other 4 I will be waiting on reading until I find out if I need to be admitted to the hospital on Thursday, thanks to my legs. Oh, well, I hope your legs get better, Kelly. But if you end up in the hospital, I'm glad that you'll have reading material, but I hope that it does not come to that. Finished my collection for school. Oh, congrats. I'll post photos when I get them. Nice. I'm looking forward to those. Spent the entire weekend sleeping, seeing as I've got very little. I mean, fair. It's valid. Laura's like, I think there's a conversation we need to have. That book you read, Laura, is a whole lot of note for me. I think it should just be a whole lot.
Understandably so. I did not know the entire scope going into this. But okay. Yeah. Definitely dark.
No so I don't remember how you collect grass, but there's money. Why do you have to collect grass? Sorry, I'm gonna be really
My first thought was, are you going to smoke it?
I'm gonna be really distracted tonight, folks, because my middle child is playing Twilight Princess, and I have not played this game in years.
So the
I remember,
working?
yeah. I was right. It's just not compatible with the thing because Twilight Princess was made for the GameCube, so. But yes, and I am incapable of 100% ignoring like the kids' questions when it comes to especially Zelda games, but also in general. So I remember like the plot and a lot of the things, but I didn't play Twilight Princess obsessively the way I did Ocarina of Time, so I don't have the entire game memorized. So I'm just like, why does he need I think for his horse. Did Ilya bitch at you about your own horse? God, I hated her. The blonde lady who has Epona. Oh, she's just watching Epona for you. She gave your horse a bath. Okay, my child is being much more understanding of Ilya than I was. Like you at the beginning of Twilight Princess, if I remember right, you go up to Ilya who has your horse, and she yells at you because she's like, I chose to give Epona a bath, and then she's like yelling at me that I was neglectful, and I'm like, oh, I would never not wash my. I literally live by the horse washing fountain thing. Like my house is right there. How dare you? And she like bitches at you to go get grass for your horse, and I'm like, she's my. I know how to take care of my horse. I hated her.
So Ariane, the new Spider-Man movie is animated. It's Across the Spider-Verse.
Howdy, folks. Just got back from a hike. How is everyone? Well, I think I summarized me. Went and saw the. I want
to see it so bad.
Yes. Yeah, it's the sequel to the first
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes, thank you. They're both Spider-Verses. Yeah. I forget what the numbers are between or after Miguel's Spider-Man, but I look forward to seeing some of the old versions of Spidey and the other versions. It's just going to be a good time. I've been communicating with people all weekend, and I just can't anymore.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because apparently in Twilight Princess, Link doesn't know how to whistle anymore, so he needs the grass to whistle to call his horse.
Nice.
Oh wait, no, I guess in Ocarina and Majora's Mask, you use the ocarina to call the horse. Okay, so this is technically an upgrade from what he used to do.
Nice.
So what? Well, first, Laura, you and I should introduce ourselves, and then everybody tell me what you've been working on, or what you will be working on tonight.
I'm Laura Nettles. I mostly write horror. I am currently writing the 6th draft of a middle grade horror that I want to get traditionally published. So that's fun. And I'm participating in a readathon as well. So I have been reading a lot. So that's great fun. Usually. I need something light now, man.
You're like, I need a palate cleanser.
Like, the YA slasher? Fun. No.
There was a really cute, wholesome book I read recently, and I wish I could remember the name of it, because then I could recommend it to you. Oh, that reminds, I'll introduce myself and then tell the thing I was about to say. Hi, I'm writing mom Samantha L. Nassett. On my channel, I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. I host live streams like these every Monday, normally at least more energy, even if not more mentally cohesive. I have a website, samanthaalnassett.com, where you can read samples of my writing via short fiction. You can also sign up to my newsletter to keep up to date with all things Sam while you're there. And if you want to be part of my writing group, you can sign up at my $1 membership at my Ko-fi down below. It's a good time. We hang out. We do a lot of like watch parties and stuff. And yeah, like, subscribe, ring-a-ding that bell if you're having a good time, if you're interested. I am normally, you can ask Laura, I'm normally not so but I just worked a convention and like spent all day traveling home. So, at this point I don't know if I sleep on airplanes because I'm tired or because it's just a habit for me to sleep on airplanes, because let me tell you, the airplane went up in the air and I was dead to the world. I was like the only person in my section and I'm like we like landed. It's a good thing that
Drink cart.
like
What drink cart?
yeah. It's a good thing that like when we landed, the first time, because I had a layover this time, but the guy at the gate let me know. He's like, when it has a layover, you don't even have to get off the plane. He's like, you could just say. So my brain went, okay, I registered that we landed and people were getting off, but I was like, not me. I went back to sleep. And then I woke up when we landed in Nashville and I was like, God, I wasn't even tired. I got some good sleep, but I was like, I'm gonna just listen to an audiobook the whole flight. Nope. I got
Not
like 10
even a
minutes in.
sentence.
I got like 10 minutes in. I don't remember what happened in those 10 minutes. It was a good convention though. I sold so much Junji Ito. So much of it.
Yeah. I have like 16 of his volumes on my shelf.
I'm not surprised. I sold out of quite a few of them. I was quite proud of myself. Also, like, we started with like 2 tables long, right, worth of art books. And by the end of it, I only had this much table left with art books. Well, if the tables are represented by like this was the beginning of the art book section, by the end of the weekend I had it down to this.
Mm-hmm.
So proud of myself. And Saturday, me and my coworkers went back to the convention to check out panels or such. Me and one of them, we went to. It was guess. It was a game show thingy where they divided us into, depending on where we're sitting, we had character mascots. You chose between Team Vegeta, Broly, or Goku. I was Team Vegeta in honor of my husband. Obviously. I would have fixed Vegeta for myself either way. But I was like, for the husband. And we had, they would play. I really like how they had it set up, because it would play like this little generic clip that counted down to 15 seconds. And we had 15 seconds to figure out what it was. And then it would just play a bit more of the song. There were like the first 25 of them were all like newer stuff that I didn't know. And I'm like, ugh, I'm so out of it. And I'm like, where's the 90s? Can we go to the 90s? Sir, you look older than me. You should have some fucking 90s in here. And the one we got called on, based on whoever had their hand up the fastest, right? And so like the one that I got a point for my team for was one of the JoJo endings. And it's funny because like the guitar string sounded and my hand was up in the air before my brain processed what it was. And the guy like points at me and I'm like staring at him and he's staring at me and I go, oh, it's JoJo. I didn't realize I had been called on. And I was like, shit, what the fuck was that? I don't even remember. And then I'm like, oh, okay, it's JoJo. And then and they're like, yeah, it's JoJo. And I'm like, okay, good. And then I'm like, yeah, JoJo ending theme roundabout. And like my coworker goes, that's incredibly specific. And I'm like, it's the only one whose name I know because it's an actual song from the 80s.
Yeah.
It's a roundabout. It'll make you scream and shout. But then they like started playing some of them and I like knew them. I was so salty I didn't get the Trigun one because I was like 2 seconds behind the guy they called on. The rest of them, like if I knew it and I put my hand up, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, that's fair. I was definitely not the first one with my hand up, but the Trigun one, I was like, son of a bitch. Because my brain was just like, we know this. Whereas with JoJo, it's like, my arm went, we know this. And I'm like, do we?
Oh.
Kelly
I don't know
says,
if you've seen the original anime version of Berserk from like the 90s. But oh my gosh, the opening theme song is in English. It was such a heavy accent. It is hilarious.
Well, I'll have to go find it. I was
It
like,
says put your glasses on, but it sounds like it says put your grasses on. So everybody like photoshops grass on glasses and puts it on the main character everywhere.
That's fair. I was texting with my husband and I was like, they could play some 4Kids openings. That would be great. Like, say what you want about 4Kids dubs. Those openings slapped. Like, my God, they were so good. I prefer some of them to the Japanese. Not that the Japanese ones were bad, just I will never love any One Piece opening more than the One Piece rap, and that's just how it is. The House in the Cerulean Sea is a sweet, wholesome book with a romance in it that is all about consent and respect for each other if you need a palate cleanser.
I just looked it up on Libby. I have to have it on a hold. It's not available right now.
Damn, everybody get out of line.
Out of the way.
See?
Like, I'm looking at my shelves. I'm like, what do I have? Like, okay, horror. Horror.
You know, some Junji Ito. Completely wholesome. Totally
I do have some volumes of Maid Sama.
Oh my God, yes, read that. That is wholesome. Oh, I love that. Okay, so I do have to have a slight disclaimer. It's like Maid Sama is a slightly more mature wholesome because like he does
I have the whole anime
there is
too.
There's a little perviness in it, but it's like one of those like cute relationship perviness because like sometimes pervy things doesn't automatically make something not
I love hoodlums that just end up as goo on the tables after a while. It's like, yes! They've just blobified into cuteness over this cafe.
Hold on. We might get a surprise Tina later, so if we're still streaming when she gets home. But yes, I love Maid Sama. I really want season 2 to exist. Although I will say, Maid Sama is one of the few animes that if it never gets a season 2, the way season 1 ended was very nice and satisfying. So
it wasn't a cliffhanger.
Yeah, it wasn't a cliffhanger. It was just they completed a plot arc, and it was a nice plot arc. So a fun
first
story.
3 omnibus volumes.
Oh yeah. I had so much Maid Sama because we got a new shipment on Thursday that we had to organize because my boss has done like 4 or 5 shows in a row, and there was so many Maid Samas, and I'm just like, I want to take you all home. I don't have room in my book bag. Because the last convention I worked, I like flew and, you know, they're like, yeah, carry-ons are a thing. And my only concern was if my carry-on still qualifies as a carry-on because like they're changing all the fucking rules and shit. And they're like, oh, there's like 5 economy classes. And they're like, you in economy 5 are the only one not allowed to have a carry-on. You're only allowed a book bag, which I'm like, the book bag is almost the same anyway. And so they're like, yeah, you gotta check, and you gotta pay to check a bag. And I'm like, motherfucker, it's $35 to check a bag. What the shit? Well, thankfully my boss is awesome and covered it for me. But so this time I was like, I ain't even fucking playing with it. I'm like, no, in a backpack. Everything in a backpack. Which my one coworker was like, you travel light. And I'm like, no, I just know how to pack. And he was like, oh, you know the secrets. I'm like, yes, I do. So I took a backpack. But this airline allowed a carry-on, and you check your first luggage free. I'm like, motherfucker. That is okay, because I don't like dealing with baggage claim anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pick the cat up. Chase it and smash your button. Oh. Yeah, that happens. At least that's what I think you gotta do.
I'm gonna go get my volumes out of my bookcase.
Do it. Hi, Ty. Oi. I Ore is a manga where the MC guy looks like a girl and the MC looks like a guy and they're together. Also, girl is in girl band who can pass as guys. Ooh, interesting. I haven't read it in a while. It's super cute if I remember correctly. Another manga that's like super cute is oh fuck, what's it called? It's about this guy, Otomen. It's about this guy who's into like traditionally feminine, love it, traditionally feminine and like super cute things and stuff. But his mom is traumatized from his dad leaving her to become a drag queen. So he tries to be like he tries to, just be masculine and be like boyish and stuff. Not like super macho or toxic masculinity or anything. Just like has to hide feels he has to hide his sewing habits and his love for super cutesy things because otherwise it'll fuck his mom up, which not the best thing, but he has a crush on a girl who's like the opposite ish, except she wants to kind of be girly and feminine sometimes, but she's like raised by her dad who runs, I think, a judo thing. And so she's just like naturally she leans more towards like masculine things and is like super strong. And but she appreciates like all his feminine side, and he like they're just like it's a super cute couple thing.
Yeah.
And I love them. And his friend is a secret mangaka who writes his favorite manga, and he doesn't realize that the MC who is hold on baby and I'll look it up. She doesn't realize that the MC or the main character, whom is the boy, doesn't realize that his friend who's writing a manga secretly with a female lead bases that female lead off of him.
Nice.
And it's like, it's cute. Oh, Fox says you need to fish. Yeah, he hears your struggle in the background and he wishes to help you. You need to fish. Uncle Foxy wishes to know where to find the fishing rod. Why don't you get on Discord and message him? He's like, but Mom, this is easier. But all right, we should go into our first sprint.
Maybe I'll watch Uron later.
Kiss, kiss, fall in love. Na 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 na. Hey, hey. I like that my child is finding all of the pumpkins in Ordon Village and just smashing them for money.
I've heard Black Lagoon is good, Ty. I've never read it or seen it.
Same. Is it wholesome, though? That's what we need right now.
No, I think it's dark.
That's what I thought. The only manga I can get into right now. That's fair, though. This isn't what you need right now, but I also particularly enjoy the like super cute, wholesome romances, but also got some dark shit going on, like Horimiya. I think that's what it's called. Mm-hmm. He's figuring it out, Fox. But I will keep this because he's using a hawk now.
Did I hear a bird?
Yeah. All right. So we will go into our first sprint, which we're going to do 2 20-minute sprints today. If I can figure out how to work StreamYard that I've been using for several years.
This is a monkey.
You can do it.
Yes,
Muscle
child.
memory.
Chrome tab. I swear they moved the thing. I thought it used to be window Chrome tab entire screen. Now it's Chrome tab window entire screen. And am I misremembering? That's just
I
doing
don't remember.
Laura's like, I don't know, Sam. I read them. I don't go by muscle memory. That's fair though. All right, you want to count us down?
3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, we're in the first sprint.
Oh, sorry I'm late.
It's all right. Glad you can make it.
Thank you. I'll introduce myself after the first sprint.
Sounds good.
Okay, happy riding, everyone.
Hello, hello. We're back. And we have a surprise Tina and a JK who has joined us. So everyone, tell me, how'd that sprint go? What did you work on? And JK and Tina, if you two could introduce yourselves. JK first.
Okay, first let me introduce myself. Hi everyone, it's nice to meet you all. My name is J.K. Lambo, author of my first bakery book, Culinary Confessions, and then CEO of my family's publishing company, Lambo Publishing Inc., where we help people publish their books from manuscripts published in 6 weeks. And it's very nice to meet you all.
Yeah. I'm Tina. I go as Cabby. That's right there. Online, and I make queer romance comics. And funny enough, you might have just seen me and JK talking in the comments about the fact that I'm working on a dessert-themed queer romance called One Mystery Treat, which will hopefully be out very soon. But yeah, that's my quick intro because I ran here from grocery shopping.
Tina was like, oh no, I forgot.
No worries, Tina. I completely forgot about this stream as well. Because I was like, I wasn't sure if I was going to make it because I usually go to bed by 9 p.m. Because I have work from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day except for the weekends. But I'm really happy I was able to make your stream, Samantha.
So
Thanks
am
for
I.
inviting me.
Like, yeah, well, like I figured that you just didn't see my follow-up message, and so I told Laura, I'm like, JK may show up, but she may not. I'm like, and it wouldn't be your fault at all. So it's all good. I'm glad you were able to make it.
Me too.
It's actually kind of funny because normally I stream for about 3 hours, which I told you whenever that happens, if you need to like bow out, you can. Today, I'm only doing 2 20-minute sprints though, because it's a post-convention stream. And so those are shorter so that I can go spend time with my husband and relax. But yeah.
No worries, no worries. So, how long is the stream for?
We only have one more 20-minute sprint to go. So
okay.
We'll probably talk for about 15, 20 minutes, and then we'll finish the sprint.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Well,
don't be dramatic. You forgot to tell me. No, okay. So the thing is, Tina wasn't actually going to be here today, so she didn't actually she forgot about my stream in general, I guess. How could you, Tina?
I did say that I could come, is the thing, that I was available, and then you were like, Tina okay, and then I forgot.
Yeah, Tina said that she could come if I wanted her to, and I was like, okay, but I wasn't going to because I had already set up my June, and I know that Tina may be switching to a more stream-friendly job schedule, so I was like, it'll be okay if Tina doesn't stream Monday. But then I figured that since I was like, okay, well, Jay, she might not be able to check Instagram, so might as well see if Tina will fill in. And then they both appeared together. So
you have us both.
But it's fine. It's all good.
That's good. And it's nice to see you on stream as well, Laura.
Yeah. Oh, so during that sprint, I read the first chapter of Midsummer. So it's not
I've heard of that anime.
Yeah, so this is the manga that it's based on.
Oh, so for those who weren't here and didn't know, Laura has just read some shit and she needed some wholesome to cleanse her soul.
No, it was tender as the flesh.
Oh, I just went to look up Maid-sama, and instead I put Sam's stream into the story.
Fair though. Fair. I highly recommend Maid-sama.
Tender as the Flesh is very well written. It's just very dark. and somebody had a terrible take on it in the Discord.
A wit.
Oh.
Somebody
just
said
go
it was
back,
a
Tina.
romance. I was like, no.
During the next sprint, Tina, just go back, put us on ×2. You'll catch it. All right, I'm gonna
So now I'm reading
I'm gonna check
actual
on chat real
romance.
quick. Yes.
Yeah.
Where it's cute.
Because
gotta
I've heard of like what Tender is the Flesh is about, and no, not a romance. Oh goodness.
Right. Yep, it's JK saying hi. Hi, cool gamer. Surprise, it's me. Hello, everyone. Yes. I'm just doing this so I can keep track of where I'm reading. Yeah, it's a Tina.
It's a Tina.
Nice to meet you too. I write career romance fantasy. How about you? Oh god, my dyslexia is bad. I was gonna say I write backstory contemporary romance. I was like, backstory for who? Bakery contemporary romance. Currently working on my bakery rivals Tulliver's Whip project, Project Sugar and Spice. I love how you name things, by the way.
Thank
Culinary
you.
Confessions, Sugar and Spice.
Yeah, I figured I might as well go along with the bakery theme.
Oh, happy
Oh.
day.
Okay, well you've got 3 minutes until it's your sister's turn, okay? Oh yeah, motion controls on the Wii U, not the best. Yeah. Okay, the joystick for the Wii U, not the best.
JK Culinary Confessions has such a cute cover. Are you kidding
Thank
me?
you.
Am I adding it to
Ooh.
my wish list right now? Yes.
Reformatting your book, nice. Yes, that is not a thing that he could do in this game. Would you like me to help you? Okay, hold on.
No worries.
My mother gave the children a she gave us the Wii U because every time like the kids go over, they want to play the Wii U, and she's like, they don't really play it anymore. So
Sorry, but what is a Wii U?
It's a video game console.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
yeah, it's an older like. There was the Switch, and before the Switch, there was the Wii U.
They're like the
Okay.
Nintendo line. Are they playing
I'm
Zelda
trying
at the
to
moment?
help him. He's playing
Yeah.
Twilight Princess, yeah, but the thing
Yeah.
is, like, oh my god, Twilight Princess, because they were trying to. They made Twilight Princess for the GameCube, but then they put it on the Wii U or on the Wii, actually, not even the Wii U, and then they. Oh my god, why is this so hard? This makes me weep too. I believed you that it was hard, that it was difficult. Like I had no doubts. Just I don't know. Do you have to do this? You're the one who told me you needed to. Maybe not.
My bookmark.
Okay, we'll go
is
try
a
to do the other
very
thing.
old receipt, a transfer receipt for the public transit from 2016.
The second
Oh,
I've heard of that
damn.
book, Kelly. That sounds like a really good book.
Oh, it's a good station. I didn't know.
March
Kelly,
25th.
I have Legends and Lost in my Libro, so we could read it.
Oh, is it
sort
a
of
good
together.
book?
Yeah, Legends
heard
and
that one's
Lattes
good.
is a
D&D.
book. Yeah, it's a D&D themed book. There's like an orc lady and somebody on the cover. The orc lady sticks out to me because she's green.
Is it specifically D&D themed, or is it just cozy fantasy?
I don't know.
I
feels
don't know either.
it feels D&D inspired.
Yeah.
That's why I said themed.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know if there was like
I think it's just
a
cozy
specific
fantasy,
like tie-in,
but
you know?
no. It's not Wizards of the Coast, so even if it was like somebody's campaign or something, they would never be able to admit that. As for the sprint, I got some data mining done for a report on meat I am writing. Nice.
Oh, cool.
Hi, how are you? I was updating myself on some things and making my task list for today. You know, that's the place you need to go.
Yeah, I'm not working on my book right now, but I am doing some technical writing work that's due tonight.
I was updating my planner, including putting the Sam streams in so I wouldn't forget.
That's right, Tina.
That's great,
See,
Tina. I need to do that.
It's
for the
not that
next
you
stream I'm
forgot that there
joining.
was a chance that you could stream. It was that you forgot about me in general.
We were messaging each other.
Every week, Tina, we talk. I was talking to you about getting home all day.
We talk like every day. What do you mean I forgot you? I just forgot
haven't.
the stream specifically. I will not stand for this hearsay.
Slander and lies.
You
Yeah,
were
exactly.
like, oh, Sam got off her plane. She doesn't exist anymore.
The object permanence is not there.
Mimi even said she'd be late to watch the stream today.
That's when I was grocery shopping. It was when Mimi was saying that. Because the thing is, too, is that if it was just normal grocery shopping, I would have been able to make it on time, but I also had to buy stuff for the bunnies. So technically it's their fault, and how could you blame their cute little faces?
How dare you?
I don't.
blame
Oh,
I
you
blame
have a
your
bunny?
little face.
I have two, yeah.
Oh, what are their names?
They're Boo and Luna. And they're little
Oh, those are
bonded pair.
cute names.
Mm.
I have a cat. Her name's Tobin.
Oh, that's very cute.
Nice.
She is cute. But she's also mischievous in that when me and my sister we let her outside, she wanders off to the forest.
Oh.
I don't know where Roy went. He's somewhere in the apartment.
Yeah, whenever I bring the bunnies their food at night, I go from my room to the kitchen, and Boo follows me down the hallway and then
Aw,
back.
that's so cute.
What colors are they?
Boo is he's like all black, and he's a dwarf rabbit, so he's like that big. And then Luna is white and gray, and she's a mix of two very fluffy breeds, so she's just like that, like a pom-pom. And she has a gray spot like over the bridge of her nose. It's very cute.
Aww.
Oh, that sounds so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, Rocco? Okay, firstly, Rocco, you take the disc out and put it back in the case when you're done using it, okay? Secondly, you never hold the disc this way, always this way, because it can't read it if there's fingerprints on it. Yeah, all right, now go. Sorry, children only play digital games and things with cartridges.
No worries.
She's already not. She's already.
My dad was very strict about that with us when we were kids because he owned like a rental like video store, and so a lot of the times the disc we were watching were his rentals that he was taking home. So he was like, "Do not touch it."
Yes. Well, make a profile. Y'all continue entertaining chat for me.
Oh boy.
Whenever we would make like the Wii profiles for our character personality, one of my siblings made a Voldemort profile and named it Moldy Moldy. Like, okay,
I have the tablet.
So yeah, we had a Voldemort running around in our
Aww.
Yeah, my siblings would always I would always make mine look like me, and then my siblings would make theirs the eyes as far as apart as it would possibly go. Like the nose all the way to the bottom face, just messing with the thing.
My sisters and I, it depended on the system or what we were doing, but I made mine first and I tried to make it mostly like me. And then my sister, because we all looked alike, she was like, nah. And she like gave hers like very neon hair and stuff at first. Because otherwise it's like it's just the color of our shirts that differ. There you go, child. Create your me.
I kind of just want to veg out and watch it.
Right? Like,
Yeah, I would recommend watching the anime.
I have it on disc.
Okay.
Laura,
Wait,
of
have
course
you
do.
watched Fruits Basket?
Yeah.
the new
I
one?
haven't.
Which one do
Or
you
the old
like,
one?
the old version or the new version?
I've only seen the beginning of the new version because my sister and I were going to watch it together, and I think she has forgotten about its existence because every time she comes over and I'm like, what do you want to watch today? It is never on the list. So I might see if she's okay if I just binge it without her and then rewatch it with her. But from what I saw of the new one, I think, oh God, I watched the new one
I've only seen the old.
a while ago. I think I prefer the way the old one did certain things, but I do like the new one. I just think I like the way they do certain things, especially things that revolve around Kyo. I can't remember details, only like vague feelings that I had when I watched it. So, which would explain why my sister forgot its existence because, like, we love our little abused catboy.
I know. Who's your favorite character?
Oh, Kyo. Hatsuharu is a close second. Shigure is a menace to society, but he's voiced by the same man who voices Kurama, and so I just have so many conflicting feelings.
I like Kyo. I can't remember the snake guy's name, but he is hilarious.
Ayame.
He's hilarious.
He is.
Like, let me just slither in there, warm up. What the heck, dude?
I love Yuki's passive aggressiveness with Ayame. It is so hilarious.
I forgot they were brothers until just now. Yeah.
I've been slowly rewatching Orin High School Host Club.
Cats do be silly little gremlins.
But
Hold
the
on,
thing
let me
is,
check on chat, and then we'll talk about.
I think we had this.
Fall in love.
Fall in love.
I had to go buy socks for my husband, so that's my excuse for starting late. See,
good excuse.
Candy would never forget me, Tina.
I'm gonna leave.
Worked on greenhouse paperwork.
Man,
growing lettuce, carrots, peppers, and green beans. Now, nice.
RP, you're such a gardener. Jeez.
RP built a whole lot. I think, like, throughout my streams last year, we got like the entire year we got updates on RP's greenhouse. This is the literal fruits of their labor.
Amazing.
You mean the vegetables of their labor.
Yeah, I thought about that's why I like stumbled, but I'm like, I'm already here. We're just going full force. The veggies of their labor.
Well, speaking of gardens, my family and I has a garden that the deers in our front yard and backyard they like to come to.
Oh, yeah.
And it's really cute to watch.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm in Tennessee where we're like overpopulated with deer. So when someone's like, "Yeah, the deer come in my garden," I'm like, "Oh yeah, those fuckers eating all your veggies." And you're like, "Oh, it's so cute." And I'm like, "Oh, never mind. Very different vibe." Okay, so you like your deer?
Yes.
Awesome.
My mom got annoyed when they come into our garden, though.
Oh, it's fair because you work a garden and then they eat it all.
Yeah.
Yes, Candy, you heard your name.
Hi, Candy. It's nice to meet you. What do you write?
Yeah, everyone.
Candy, I hope you don't write cough, cough.
Cough, cough, fall and die. Na 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 na. Hey.
Yeah,
Yeah, put your
Yeah,
dish-
coming back around to it, I've been slowly getting through like rewatching Orin High School Host Club, which has been a fun time because I haven't seen it since I was in high school. The only thing is that typically my like prime time to like have TV on in the background was when I was at work. The only thing is that not a good idea to watch Orin High School Host Club at work. I've had a couple of moments where I've looked over the screen and I was like, "Oh God!" Like,
But then you have the wholesome moments of stop growing mushrooms in other people's closets.
I need to go back and watch it again. It was so funny.
yeah, I like, especially now that I'm older, I just like die laughing at so many of the jokes. But yeah.
When her dad first meets Tamaki, like, yes! Such awkwardness.
Candy writes contemporary portal fantasy.
All
Has
right.
anybody
that sounds
seen
cool? What's your work in progress about? It sounds really interesting.
Yeah, everyone in chat, talk about your work in progress.
Yeah, I want to know.
Let us know all the things.
Oh, before I forget, I'm currently raising money for commissioned character artwork for Project Sugar and Spice. So if anyone wants to follow me on Ko-fi or donate to that goal, you can just head on over there. I think I posted the link a while ago. I'll post it again. And then you can find all my links down below.
Yes,
Okay,
I
sorry,
made
that was the
sure.
wrong one. Okay, found it.
Yeah, make sure y'all check out the down below. I made sure that I added them.
Laura,
Because
who's your
like
favorite?
for a while, because I
This
set
club
it up
boy.
at the airport this morning, it just said like J.K. Lambo, and then in parentheses, I will add the links when I get apparently him and not home because I typoed.
I do love Tamaki, but
I know, right?
just the English.
Yeah, I have the same dilemma. Like,
The English bloopers of Mori Senpai are just so iconic.
Oh, which anime are you guys talking about now? Still on High School Host Club?
Yeah.
I need to watch that anime. It's been such a long time since I've watched
Mori
it.
loves
Has anybody seen Wallflower?
Wallflower. I don't think I have. What is it about?
Wallflower is okay. So it's very wholesome. It's one of those like wholesome but also pervy gothic anime. And the premise is these 4 gorgeous boys are living in this mansion, right? And like they get really cheap rent. Well, their landlady's like, "Okay, you want to keep your cheap rent, pretty boys? Then she's like, then you have to turn my niece into a lady." And they're like, "Yeah, no problem. We can turn any girl into a lady." And her what, baby? Okay. I'll just get it later. It's okay. Go ask Daddy if it's in my room. But then they meet her, and Sunako is a very antisocial, like afraid of people, hardcore horror fan who she can't even stand to be in their presence because they're too beautiful and they're too shiny, and it's so great because it's
relatable.
It's like about them helping her kind of be more confident in herself, but never actually like changing her and coming to appreciate her for who she is. But also, they need evidence that they are at least trying to do what the landlady said, because they need to not get kicked out of their house.
So how do they go about that without changing the girl's personality?
Because you can be because she can be elegant and stuff and still be gothic.
Yeah.
So like if they go to a party and stuff and she has to wear a dress, she doesn't hate dresses. She just doesn't like pink pink hyper feminine stuff is just not like her thing, pink and bubbly and all of that. But so instead, you know, they like have her wear like this red gothic Victorian looking dress, and she
Ooh.
likes that. She's down with that. And one of the guys, Kyohei, whom is like my ship with her, he loves that she is the way she. He'll like sit in there and he'll watch
Aw.
horror with her, and he's 100%. No one needs to change her, right? And
I
that's
love
the other
that.
thing is like helping her be more confident in herself, is like helping her get used to like being around people and everything, because like I said, like she severely, like she hates being around people, especially pretty people, because she just can't handle the pretty people.
Aw.
And one of them has a girlfriend. I forgot his
Oh.
name. And her girlfriend the girlfriend comes over, and that's like she like thinks the girlfriend is just like so pretty and everything, and she's like, oh, it's another gorgeous creature, and she's like, she thinks I'm pretty, and like they become really good friends, and it's so wholesome and everything.
Aw.
The anime,
Okay, I need to watch it.
yeah, the anime, much like Maid-sama, ends at a perfectly fine note, and it wraps up the plot arc, and it's satisfying, but I still wish there was more.
Aw.
Because it's just so good. And her dad, like, absolutely. I said, hold on. I know. I didn't say you were done holding.
Oh, sorry. I need to go open the door for my parents. I'll be
Go
right
ahead.
back.
And like her dad is terrified of horror things. So when her dad comes to visit, she's like, you all need to help me hide everything, including this anatomical model who like is her best friend. She's like, he can't see any of this or my dad will just freak the fuck out. Because her dad's just like this giant ass bear of a man. But like he loves her so much that he can't handle any of it. And she's like, no, I can't let my dad know that I'm into this, because like he may die from he might just faint. It's just so cute.
That is really cute.
Did anybody ever see the
But
anime
it also, sorry,
Special A?
I will say it gets into some like kind of darker things, especially like with Kyohei, because like the guys are so attractive and stuff. They kind of talk about like the harassment that they have to deal with because of that, especially like with Kyohei and his past. And so there are some heavier moments, but like overall, it's just real good. Now, what's your problem? Okay, hit the next. You will need a Wiimote and a sensor bar.
No, I haven't heard of this. Well, I feel like I maybe have
It's
vaguely
not
heard of
very
Special A.
good, but it was
Maybe that's why I know about it.
See? Emotional damage. That's how
I'm trying to think of, because yeah, I was much more like in terms of like shoujo like stuff. I found that like I prefer
No, you
like
don't.
manga versus anime. Orin is an exception, but specifically like shoujo romance, right? And so I'm trying to think of the stuff I read. Oh, Vampire Knight, a classic.
Bruh, we had Vampire Knight art books at the convention, and I love when like older millennials come to the conventions and they're just like, oh man, that anime is like the ending. And it's like, I love how this anime is single-handedly responsible for traumatizing at least half of a
Yes!
generation.
Yes!
Because like I specifically heard this one girl talking to her boyfriend, and she was like, man, this anime was amazing. And then you get to the end and you're like, why am I here?
Why are they related?
Why am I here? Why did this happen?
There's this one anime that, yeah, it's a horror anime. Yeah. It's called Shiki, Shiki.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one with the girl in white with the parasol on the cover.
I can't remember if she has purple hair, right? Do you remember her hair color by any chance? I feel like I know who you're talking about.
Oh no, completely different. Okay, yeah, I see.
But yeah, real good like small town horror. But it has all these cute little like instances of like romance tropey things, and then things go wrong, and you're like, who did it? Like I remember watching it because like this was back in the day when streaming services barely existed, never mind having anime on them. So I was watching it like pirated, had no idea what it was about, and like because of the way it starts, I was like, oh, this is kind of like a creepy small town romance, like very similar to a. I was wrong. I was very wrong. But it has good vibes, and sometimes I still think about how it ended because it was just so satisfying. And I'm like, I gotta see if I could rewatch that one again because I don't know if it's on any of the streaming services because it was kind of
Sue is what I was thinking of. I have not read yet.
See you later.
But also, Laura, what did you think of Blood on the Tracks?
I've only read the first 3 so far.
Okay. Well, I'll message you privately and be like, where are you at?
They ripped the letter. They ripped the confession note.
Oh shit, we're gonna have to message it because I'm trying to remember what that note is about.
Right, so Candy says, my whip is Mark of the Champion. It's about a girl named Sheila who goes on a camping trip with her friends who are all kidnapped except her. I like that name too.
That sounds really cool, Candy. Is it kind of like a murder mystery or is it a thriller type novel?
She's determined to find them, but then she's recruited to be a warrior, which is really tough since she's really squeamish and unsure of herself.
Is this one Portal Fantasy as well? Because you mentioned that you write Portal Fantasy.
I think this is the contemporary Portal Fantasy that she's writing.
Oh, okay.
And then Bella almost got lost in the things because like StreamYard pushed you up. There you go. Click the My Sims. Just do it. You're fine. Okay. I am just working on revamping my mug listing, simplifying them to just plain white mugs so I can expand on what colors I use. There.
Nice.
My whip is an angel demon fantasy romance. The angels and demons are guardians. Think little beings sitting on human shoulders, but the story follows a more contemporary romance plot with a bit of action. It's really funny you mentioned that because because I do know that is your whip, but also one of my sales tactics during the convention is when people are like, man, you're really good at this. I'm like, I am the professional devil on your shoulder kicking the angel off the other one. That's my job.
That's a good one.
Doing one-armed push-ups.
Your whip sounds really cool. Looking forward to hearing more about your progress. I love that. But yeah, Bella, if you shameless self-promo using Bella. Love you. If you join my writing group, Tina posts questions of the day, and Bella she talks a lot about the world building in her whip and the way that her angels and demons work. And I find it very interesting.
And I also...
And especially the fashion of her world. I can't wait until there's like art and stuff.
And I also typically answer my own dang question. And I phrase it as me.
Yes,
I gotta answer my own dang question. And when I do, I talk about my 2 whips. I have one mystery treat, which I mentioned is like the sweet themed secret admirer queer romance that is coming out very soon.
Which should be releasing soon because
very soon.
Did you finish it over the weekend?
No, I did not do anything over the weekend. I'm sorry. I went out and socialized.
I can't leave to work at convention. I take all your musing away.
You really do. The second you leave, like my productivity really figure something out.
We share task lists in the server, which is another thing. I'm gonna just like brag about my server for a bit, y'all. It's another thing I really enjoy because we share like our to-do list and stuff, and you'll see people like go in there and just be like, oh man, you're like kicking ass or stuff. Like at least me and Mimi, we put little things just like how we're feeling that day and stuff. And so like, it's a fun supportive time. And Tina posts progress that she's doing on her like panels and pages and stuff. She's getting there. She's real close. Yeah. But on my task list, I specifically have a task that says harass Tina about one mystery treat today.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I have another. I have a contemporary queer fantasy that I'm in the midst of like outlining, but it's taking ages because it's the first time I've ever had a story this big. And so
Wait,
when I
how
answer the
long
question,
is it?
oh god, it's gonna be like
She's
okay.
releasing it on Webtoon.
Yeah, and the thing
or
is
as a
that-
Webtoon for content.
yes, as a webtoon, probably on Webtoon.
Got it.
The thing is that it will probably
click on the
be
box.
about
Yeah,
200
there
or
you
so
go.
Webtoon updates, which
Oh,
is the
wow.
equivalent of about like
Click on the white box.
2 to 6 pages, like
Yeah, this
standard pages per update. So that's like, yeah, it's going to be a lot. And so one
Yes,
mystery
I did
treat is
okay.
me kind of like trying out this format because I've never made like a like vertical scroll webtoon like before. I've only done like standard pages. I was actually just talking about this in Sam's. So if you want to hear me talk more about comics, if you want to see my like long messages of TED Talks of me explaining like this kind of stuff I've done, but yeah. So and a false
I'd
oracle
be
is
interested in hearing those TED Talks.
yeah. I mean, you'll be able to see them in the server, but
it's only a
yeah.
dollar.
Can you send it to me?
I want to
the
see
TED Talks or the server.
Well, they're in the server.
Because I was about to say, I'm sure Tina would send you the TED Talks too.
Well, both.
I will link Sam's Ko-fi in the chat. I just did. But yeah, and then my story of False Oracle is a gay Greek mythology inspired dark fantasy. There's magic, there's blood, there's smoochy smoochy, stabby stabby, smoochy smoochy. It's gonna be a fun time.
Okay, I'm on Samantha's Ko-fi page. How do I find you?
All right, go to the membership.
Okay.
And there's only one tier.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I get it.
And then you'll join the Discord server, and me talking about my work is in there, and me asking the questions of the day is in there. Technically, it's question of the week day, though. Like I do like one question for the whole weekend because
I also pin them to the writing chat so people can go back and look at old ones. I think I need to pin the ones that I missed over the weekend.
Yeah, and everyone feel free to go back and answer old ones. Like, just because it's not the question of the day anymore doesn't mean you can't answer it. Like, I don't think anyone has done it yet, but I would love to see people, like, go back like way back into the archive and answer.
Oh, well, I can't go back that far. I already did.
Yeah, but see, that's why I want to see someone who's, or maybe even someone who, like, if your you went back and looked and your answer changed,
and by
give me like a new one.
Do it. I know that CB wanted to do it. I'll just remind her to do
it. Put that on your task list.
Remind CB. I am waiting until she catches up on some more of her homework. So
yeah,
she's too stressed now.
Yeah, understandably.
Speaking of Greek-inspired whips, though,
yeah,
our Fuse whip is Greek-inspired god stuff set in a medieval cyberpunk type world with magic and vampires and fae and lycanthropes, all that good fantasy stuff.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. RP. What's the? I can't pronounce the last name. The one that starts with L.
I assume. Did I say that right?
Oh, lycanthrope.
Lycanthropes. What are they?
Oh, that's those are werewolves.
Like, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Usually, I can't say that this is how RP uses it, but generally when people use werewolves, it's for those who are cursed. And when people use lycanthropes, it's for those who are born that way. Because lycan means wolf and thrope means shifter. Zoanthrope is actually like a catch-all term because zoan means animal. And so it's animal shifter. So, yeah, haha. Yeah. It's one of those things that it's not a rule, but it's just like this weird universal like agreement that everybody just silently agreed. This is how we will differentiate the terminology. So,
RP, that sounds really cool. How far along are you in your work in progress? And
do you have anywhere we can stalk you yet? Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to talk over you.
We want to follow you.
Every time I ask where I can stalk RP's like, well, maybe my Instagram one day. And I'm like,
Yeah, I'm more active on Twitter than Instagram because I'm currently trying to revamp my Instagram
Uh,
for my offer
I
business.
I am active on Discord most days, and I got to get back to being active on social media. It's a goal. I'm going to do it again. It's just I've been through life, y'all. It's been
Sam,
rough this year.
can
What I
we
do.
like buddy social media plan where we like, are in it
Yes.
together? Because I also need to figure out that stuff.
I'll add it. I will add to my list. Harass Tina about Instagram, and you add to your list. Add harass Sam about Instagram. We'll do
Okay,
this.
let me write it
Yeah,
down.
but I need you to keep me accountable for my book because I'm supposed to get it to an editor this Friday.
Task list, task list.
Yeah.
If you post it in the task list, we'll keep you accountable.
That just so everyone knows, that's another like unspoken what's the word I want?
We'll keep you accountable
Advantage
nicely, to be
of
clear.
benefit. That's another unspoken benefit
Mhm.
of my server. You can request harassment.
Yeah.
Harassment upon request.
And the harassment is just a gentle reminder. We're using stronger language than, just to be clear. We're not like, hey,
Tina's using stronger language than is appropriate. I feel that my reminders are not always hey, anybody who has been to the Storytellers Hearth, you know how I do. My reminders are polite, but also do it. Nowhere I can be stalked yet. Okay. I had this started a long time ago and then life happened, so I'm restarting.
I
About
understand,
1700
RP.
words.
Hope things got better for you.
Yeah. Well, I don't think anything bad happened. I think cuz RP is getting a they will correct me if I misremember. Horticulturist degree, and I think they
Horticulturist?
yes, thank you. I think
Cool.
they just graduated this year or
Oh,
are graduating
congrats.
soon.
Congrats, RP.
So I may like I never remember it exactly right. I always remember the fact just slightly off. So I trust that RP will like give the facts of the facts. Thankfully, RP is very understanding of my memory issues. I have a website for my writing, but it needs a bunch of work, and I don't have time or money to figure out how to fix it yet. Lee's like website, please. Do you want RP's website or
Whose website you want?
because we'll provide you with all the websites.
Yeah, you
I'm
all.
in the third act, but I have to do heavy rewrites when I'm done because I'm an extreme underwriter. That's
See,
fair.
Isabella, I'm the opposite because I originally started my work in progress at, I think, 20K words. Now I'm at 120K. I'm trying to underwrite and make it 90 to 100K.
All right, so I told you I'm slightly off with my facts, but I got real close this time. RP got his horticulture degree last summer and is now doing the agriculture. So
Oh, congrats,
Given
RP. What are you hoping to use it for?
the horticulture degree,
Yes.
he's a farmer, right? RP?
Oh, cool.
All the
That's my
veggies make
website.
sense. Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to plant?
I don't know if it's his favorite, but my God, he has a lot of lettuce. Because he harvests lettuce so much. And I'm so jealous. I want to be able to have the fresh lettuce. I mean, I meant RP's
Lee,
website, but
I'll give you the website to Lambo Publishing. Hold on.
You can. My brain just died. If
My link
anybody
didn't
wants,
actually work. Hold.
if anybody wants their links posted to my chat, send them to me and or Tina, whom is also a mod of my chat, and we'll get your links in there.
Yeah, when I can figure out how to make it work, because
Okay.
it wasn't working for a
Okay,
second.
Lee, I just put mine in the chat, and then
Is it going through in the chat?
Oh yeah, it's
it's
just I
going
didn't
through in the chat, but it's not a hyperlink.
Oh, okay. Cool.
here.
It's for some reason not showing up for me. That's why I was asking. As long as everybody else
Okay.
sees it, it's all good.
Wait, is there
I'm-
any way you can wrench people? Well, give people a wrench?
No, because I'm extremely controlling. Like I have
Oh,
mild
okay,
OCD,
no
and
worries.
that's one of the things.
I have.
I
the
know.
wrench.
I see
I
how
finally
everybody
posted it
else
quickly.
I see how everybody else in the writing community just like passes the wrenches out, and I'm like, that's so cool. My OCD would never allow that. So
If you need a
I'm
wrench,
trying.
I got one. Let me
Yeah,
go
but
get my
that's
tool.
why I said you can send it to me or Tina, and we will put the links up there for you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Okay.
start. I'm trying to start my own sustainable farm because then I can basically work out of my backyard and come inside whenever I want to write. Russ living a
Aw,
dream,
that's so
y'all.
cool.
Any
Let
vegetable,
me
really.
know
Lettuce.
how the farming turns out. And if you grow any more vegetables.
RP, I have a dream. I need you to help me fulfill it. When I get a PO box, I would just like for you to mail me some lettuce. So that I can say I've had some of RP's lettuce. That's all I want. I'll pay shipping. I'll pay for the lettuce. I just want some of the lettuce.
I'm like, do you have I'm the only one who posted
Thank
the
you, Laura.
website. Okay, cool.
Okay, I just sent you mine.
Thank you. I got you.
Cool, brilliant.
So I recently had one of my stories on a podcast, actually, which is really cool.
Shh,
Oh.
it's fine. It's fine. Just put a lot of ice in there.
Yeah, the cool
In
packs.
a cooler. In a cooler.
What
I'll pay
about-
for the cooler too.
What about like freeze-dried lettuce?
I don't know if I'd like freeze dried lettuce, but
The
Thanks,
podcast.
Samantha.
no problem. Like I said, we will post all of the links. I'm very self promo. I am all about that shameless self promo.
Give Sam money.
Yeah, Bella's right, RP. HelloFresh does it. We can figure it out. Give Sam money. All right. We should go into our final sprint. Though I have been loving. I exited it. Sorry. I have been loving our writerly conversation. I realized I accidentally exited the share screen. I was like, where did it go? We're going to break from tradition and reuse my face because I just don't feel like going and finding another timer.
How dare.
I know.
Oh, I love the makeup you use.
Thank you. One of my best friends, Chrissy, she is a licensed cosmetologist and she did my makeup and the photo. I forgot.
Now, what is the thing you're holding? Is it a dragon?
The dragon skull.
Okay.
Named Uncle Horace. That's what we call him.
That's a funny name to call it.
It's a reference to Quest for Camelot, the movie that came out, the animated movie that came out, I want to say in like the 90s or early 2000s. And it had a two-headed dragon that like they find a dragon skull and they're like, oh, Uncle, I think they say Uncle York, and then they're like, alas, poor York. I knew him well because it's a Shakespeare reference. But as a kid, I misheard it as Horace. So it's like
1998.
Aha!
I love that.
Yes, child. Well, she started at like 8:20, so she's got like 40 minutes. And then if your brother wants a turn on the Wii U, he gets a turn. My middle child just wants to play Twilight Princess all day. Although I last harvested my lettuce like May 7th, and the last 2 bags are still good somehow. See? I believe in the lettuce. Damn, RP, your lettuce is
It's
magic.
true.
I need this lettuce. I must just be that goddamn good at, or that
Ooh,
damn good at
RP,
growing
you
it.
can make a really good salad with the lettuce.
Right? Like, look,
Like you could add
look,
tomatoes,
we're gonna
cucumbers, mango. I think my mom made a really good mango salad last week. It was really good.
one year we will crowdfund a
RP, can you mail me a Caesar salad? With your lettuce.
Dressing on the side.
Yeah, dressing on the side.
Wait, I'm thinking about the logistics of that. Like, how would RP would be able to keep it fresh? That's what I'm thinking.
They have
Cold
these like
packs.
cooling packs, yeah, that like put in the box whenever they do like meal like kit deliveries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, now I'm craving salad. RPY. Like, it's like almost 10 p.m. at night. I should not be craving a salad to sleep.
all right. Let's start our last sprint. Who wants to count us down?
I did it last time.
That was fair. Tina, count us down from behind the sign.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Happy riding, everyone.
Hello, we're back. How did everyone do that sprint? I didn't do anything like task list wise. I ran into my room and just spent the time with my husband because I didn't realize it had less than a minute on the clock, sir. We had gotten really into our the writing conversation and I didn't realize the time. And so I was like, shit. Because he's got to go to bed soon. So I ran in there to spend some time with him and barely got back in time. And no, Tina, you didn't get the promotion through nepotism. You got it because you were the only one with the camera still on.
I had dinner and started watching a YouTube video. A horror reading vlog. Surprise, surprise.
Nice. I am shocked. You horror? Never. Hit the home button.
I did some critiquing for my critique partner, read a couple pages, and I realized that I'm almost at the end of the fourth chapter, which is nice. And then, what else did I do? I bopped around Twitter. Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, go back. Yeah, look, I haven't played this since the dinosaurs roamed. Click Wii U menu.
Since the dinosaurs roamed.
There you go.
Didn't realize the Wii U was that old.
Yeah. When I started on the GameCube, goodness.
Yes,
my son just went, has this all been a lie?
My cousins had the Nintendo 64. So whenever we drove to Nevada, we would play on their game system. And my parents finally like, fine, we'll get you a system. So we got the PS2.
Start cleaning up chapter 4. Rocco, help your sister. My child.
How's chapter 4 going, Candy?
Yeah. Got ready for bed and got more data mining done. Hi, Heather.
Hey, Heather. How are you doing? What did the rest of you guys get done during the sprint?
Ate dinner and was watching a horror reading vlog. Getting some recommendations.
That sounds kind of relaxing.
I have so many horrors and thrillers in my book cart right now. Like, I don't think I can afford all these yet. But that's what moving them to the wish list, like buy later list is for. So.
Not at the moment. Candy's cleaning up the formatting for chapter 4. That's how it's going. And RP folded my laundry so I can actually use my bed to go to sleep tonight.
Nice.
That's very fair.
Very nice. Do you want to hear the books in my checkout cart?
Yes. Tell us the books in your checkout cart.
We need to do something, which is about a family stuck in a bathroom during a tornado warning. Rebecca.
Been there.
One.
I've heard about that one. I've heard it's good.
Hi.
Satoshi Kon's Opus. The guy who directed Perfect Blue had a manga before. A Grin in the Dark, which is a middle grade that looks absolutely terrifying.
That's
The Vessel, which has a creepy old lady that can literally scale walls when the main character's back is turned. My Best Friend's Exorcism.
I've heard that one's really good too. And it apparently has a really cool cover.
Yeah, it looks like the VHS.
Mm-hmm.
House of Leaves. The Shadows. The Turn of the Key. What Lies Between Us. And Stolen Tongues.
I think I've heard about What Lies Between Us as well.
So Stolen Tongues is this guy, I don't know if it's his girlfriend or his wife, I don't know, but they go to a cabin and it like blizzards outside and they can hear something out there in the woods and it starts making these noises, and his sleeping girlfriend starts mumbling in her sleep, answering the calls of whatever is out there. So
I have a related spooky story. When I was like a preteen, I think I was about 12 at the time, I was in Girl Guides, right? And we had this one camping trip where we were all sleeping on these, like, they were tents on these little wooden platforms, right? And there was a row of them.
Yep.
And the thing is that it was me and it was 4 girls to a tent, right? And I didn't really know the other 3 that well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when we went to decide where everyone's sleeping bags were going to go, like the arrangement, immediately everyone else, like 2 of the girls, pushed themselves to the far corner, and me and this one other girl got stuck together, right? And the way it looked, I was like, something's going on here, but I don't know what it is, right?
I don't know.
And they caught me looking, right? And one of the girls piped up, "She sleepwalks." And I was like, oh, okay. So I put myself between her and the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, for safety purposes, she should not be the closest one to the door. I knew like the leaders would be watching, right? Because they also knew that she sleepwalk. But the thing that I didn't expect is that she had her hair was long, like literally like braided down to her butt.
Sorry,
and the thing
I'm doing multiple things at once.
You're fine.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so she has this long braid down to her butt, right? And like we're both, you know, right beside each other in the sleeping bags, right? Her hair is not in the bag, right? It's out, and it keeps smacking me because she's tossing and turning, and the braid goes whoop, hits me and go back, so I can't sleep, right? And she does it about 3 times, right? And then the 3rd time, I take it and I lightly just toss it back, right? Because I was hoping that if I tossed it so that it was over her when she turned around again, it wouldn't flop back, you know?
Yeah.
And when she turned around again, she was right at my ear, and she went, "I will kill you." And I bolted out of the tent. And I like went like straight to the tree line. I didn't actually go into the woods because I was, but I stood at the tree line for like a good 10 minutes, being like, "How do I go back?"
Oh no!
And I went back, and the 2 girls, because they had been waken up not by but by me running, right? They're both like curled up like this. What happened? And I told them, but the thing is, there was no room for me to move, so I put my head on the other side. I like flipped around.
Yeah.
And the thing is that like years later, like just before the pandemic, I bumped into this girl, right? I was like at a party, and she still has the long braid down to her butt. And I told her, I was like, you know, do you like remember we were at camp? And then I explained that story, and she looked at me. She was like, "I have absolutely no memory of this." She's like, "No one even told me," but that's hilarious. But
She's like, sorry, I threatened you in my sleep. Don't remember. Kelly said, Laura, I recommend The Faceless Old Woman Who Secretly Lives in Your Home to add to the reading list. And
Okay.
Heather has got to go clear off the bed so the hubby can sleep.
So
we're having a trend of clearing off beds today.
And RP's gonna probably write a bunch tomorrow since he got the day off and wasn't able to write tonight. That's right. Sometimes you got to get everything ready so that you can spend some time writing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do outros.
Okay.
So we got flop the thing because I'm starting to feel the weekend.
Yeah, understandably. So yes, I am Tina, known as Cabby Online. There it is. I make queer art and comics. You can find me at cabby.com. I closed the window, so I can't actually put it in the chat. Hold on. But no. There it is. But yeah, you can find me at my website. You can find me on the social medias. Maybe I'm in the links below. Who knows? I was a surprise, so I don't think I am.
Your links are in our hearts.
I'll add you later if I remember.
Brilliant. Yeah, and my comics are a Secret Admirer trait-themed romance, which is upcoming. I've also got some short comics about lesbian vampire and her human girlfriend, and deep sea
They're
mermaids.
very cute.
Yes, deep sea mermaids who talk about job satisfaction. But yeah, that's me. That's my work.
Woohoo!
Laura.
I'm Laura Nettles. I mostly write horror, as well as a vampire romance for my pen name. Yeah, I will be streaming on my channel on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and yeah, that's me.
JK.
Hi, everyone. Once again, my name is J.K. Lambo. I'm author of my bakery romance, Culinary Confessions, and the CEO of my publishing company, Lambo Publishing Inc., where we help people publish their books from manuscripts published. You can find me on Instagram under j.k.lambo, Twitter, j_k_lambo, and then you can find me on Ko-fi at jklambo. And thank you so much to Samantha for inviting me as a guest. This stream was a lot of fun.
Well, thanks for showing up, especially since I know it's late for you, and I think you stayed later than you wanted to, but I appreciate you.
Oh, you're welcome, Samantha. And it was great seeing you and Laura on screen, Tina. You as well, Samantha.
Thank you. And I am Writing Mom Smith Ilnasset. This is my channel where I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer-parent things. I host live streams very much like this on Mondays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we try to get work done and, just have a good time otherwise. I mean, when we do and when we don't. I have a website, samanthailnasset.com, where you can read samples of my writing in the form of short form fictions. You can also sign up to my newsletter while you're there if you want to keep up to date with all things Sam. I host a writing group Discord through my Coffee Ko-fi Ko-fi for the $1 member tier. Well, one day you'll have a fancy sign.
Yeah, I will eventually make a fancy sign.
Some perks of the Discord are being able to interact with Tina's questions of the day, the monthly critique group. Oh shit, I gotta set up June's monthly critique group sign up. And watch parties. It's just a really fun time. We're small, but we're a great community. If you enjoy here, you can subscribe, ring-a-ding that bell. I will see y'all every Monday. And the Storytellers Hearth is June 17th and 18th, Father's Day weekend for us USA Americans.
And Canadians too.
Oh, and Canadians too?
Yeah,
I didn't know we shared a Father's Day.
Yeah.
Okay, so for us North Americans.
Yeah.
It's Father's Day. And we'll catch y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.